Saludos! I am proud to be Latino and happy to be celebrating Latinx Heritage Month at Long Beach City College.
I'm Mexican American and I'm proud.
I am Chicana and I am proud.
I'm Mexican American and I'm proud.
My family and I are proud to be Mexican American.
Latinx Heritage Month is a time when, as Americans, we recognize the positive impacts and influence of the Latinx community to the history, culture, and achievements of the United States. For me personally, it's not only a time to celebrate our history and achievements, but is also about bringing awareness to our community and highlight the people and struggles that oftentimes don't get highlighted. I celebrate Latinx Heritage Month through service to my community and reconnecting to the arts. Each year, I make it a priority to attend a celebration, a play, or an art exhibit that highlights the incredibly rich diversity and perspectives of the Latinx culture. I also find a service activity that uplifts and celebrates the Latinx community, whether that's getting involved in a campaign for a local candidate who is going to prioritize Latinx issues, or volunteering to help high school students with their college applications and personal statements. I make it a point to pay tribute to my ancestors and culture through service to others. My Latinx role model is Dolores Huerta. Dolores Huerta is an icon in the Chicano civil rights and labor movements. She is the co-founder of the United Farm Workers along with Cesar Chavez. She has led a life of activism that fights for the advancement of the working poor, women, and children. At 90 years old, she's still fighting for us. She inspires me to lead a life of care and activism for others, and I bring those teachings with me into my role as Vice President of Student Services.
Hello, this is Dolores Huerta. I like to celebrate Latino Heritage Month by just telling everyone about all the contributions that Latinos have made to help build the United States of America, and also asking them to Google the map of the United States before 1848. And guess what? A third of the United States was Mexico. So this is a good way to celebrate, to educate and inform and let people know how great we Hispanics are, because we are really a Si Se Puede nation. Thank you.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos. I was born in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. That's a small little tiny city in a small little tiny country in Central America. I came to the United States when I was 7 years old and I spoke zero English. There are several things that my family and I do to celebrate our Honduran background, but the thing that we tend to do the most is by enjoying delicious Honduran food. Our favorite Honduran dish to eat is baleadas. Baleadas are these yummy, warm, homemade flour tortillas. Inside, you'll find refried beans, queso, and mantequilla, which is cheese and a delicious buttery sauce. You can eat them plain like that, or you can embellish them with eggs or meat. Thank you all, and I hope you're all enjoying this Latinx Month celebration that we have virtually. Stay safe, and we will be together again very soon.
It's very important for LBCC to celebrate Latinx Heritage Month. Long Beach City College is proud to be a Hispanic serving institution, a designation given to colleges with a large population of Latinx students. More than half of our students identify as Latinx. But that's not the only reason why we celebrate Latinx Heritage Month. Long Beach City College believes that our rich diversity within our campus community is our strength. We want to provide a thriving, equitable, and inclusive campus community for all. To take time to celebrate Latinx heritage at LBCC is our chance to help empower our students and to encourage them to take pride in who they are and where they come from. And for those of us who are not Latinx, it's an opportunity to learn and understand. We can appreciate another person's background and also find the similarities that connects us all. And that really is one of the reasons why we are here as an institution of higher learning, educating our community and providing a supportive learning environment for our students.
I am from Costa Rica and I identify as Latino. Tico Pura Vida.
I am Mexicana and proud.
My name is James David Martinez and I am proud to be Latino.
I'm Latina and proud.
Hi, my name is Charlie Yu and I'm a student here at Long Beach City College. My role model will be Gina Rodriguez. She's an actress with Puerto Rican parents, but she was born and raised in Chicago. I admire her because throughout her acting career, she has not cared about the fame or the money. She has only accepted roles that celebrate her cultural background. She's proud of being a Latina no matter where she was born or raised. In my experience, many people have commented my Chinese and Latin background. I was born and raised in Ecuador with Chinese parents that immigrated there in the early 80s. People have stated that because both of my parents are Chinese, I shouldn't consider myself a Latino, but I strongly disagree. I believe that since I was born and raised in Ecuador, I consider Ecuador as my hometown. Almost my entire childhood and life has been around Latino people. I identify them as my people y mi cultura. I connect with them really easy, and hearing Spanish out loud, knowing that we can share the same language, makes me feel like I'm at home. I always tell myself that no matter how you look like, what color or ethnicity you are, if you identify yourself as a Latino, it's understandable and okay to feel proud. Because it's your choice and no one can change where you were born or identify yourself as.
Growing up in a predominantly Latino community, I never really thought much about my culture. Sure, I knew that there were small differences between us Guatemaltecos and my Mexican friends, but we were basically the same. And besides the fact that we spoke Spanish, we were just like all Americans. It wasn't until college that I realized that my experiences weren't the same as everyone's. As a geology major, I was one of 2 Latinos in the entire department. It wasn't uncommon that we got called by each other's name by some faculty. I also experienced the occasional look of disbelief when I didn't get the apparently obvious reference to a Monty Python skit or the ultimate coolness of the dude in The Big Lebowski. It's then that I realized that the culture I grew up in was not the typical American experience. I began taking Latin American studies and literature classes in college. It's there that I learned about brilliant Mexican writers like Juan Rulfo and Carlos Fuentes, who resonated with me more than Hemingway and Steinbeck ever did. I encountered the works of Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Miguel Ángel Asturias and really began to understand not only the plight of Latinos in this world, but also the beauty in how we come together to support each other like no other one else can. It's like it's ingrained in our DNA that no matter how bad things get, we will push through and find a way to make it better. Latino Heritage Month is a time to celebrate our resilience and our love of life. It's a time to think about all that we have contributed to this country and this world. It's a time to honor those, like my parents, that risk it all and come here to give their children a better life. The dreamers that work so hard to succeed even when immense roadblocks are thrown in their way. And the migrant workers that suffer in the fields to feed a country that hardly ever shows its gratitude. It's a time to be proud of being Latin American.
I celebrate Latin Heritage Month by learning about my culture, history, and celebrating the fighting spirit of my people. Panama was invaded by Spanish conquistador Rodrigo de Bastilla in the year 1501. 300 years later, declared independence from Spain and joined the Republic of Gran Colombia in 1831. However, the years between 1815 and 1900 were tumultuous for Panama. During this time, there were 40 different administrations, 50 riots, 5 attempted secessions, and 13 interventions by the United States. Panama was finally able to complete independence on November 3rd, 1903. And in 1999, we elected our first female president, Mireya Moscoso. Today, through globalization and migration, Panama is a global country with folks from all over, ranging from indigenous folks of the Kona to West Indian folks who came over to help build the Panama Canal. So today, I celebrate the rich history and culture of my people from Panama. Vive Panama.
Hi, my name is Linda Olmos. I am a staff member at Long Beach City College. I would like to share with you why I believe it is important for me to celebrate Latinx Heritage Month. But first, I have to emphasize that who I am cannot be captured in 30 days. I exist, my community exists year-round. What Latinx Heritage Month does provide is a platform to highlight the richness of my culture, my identity, and to step into spaces that typically may not be welcoming. We define and can redefine what this month means to us as individuals. Remember, there is no one way to be Latinx, Hispanic, Chicana, Peruana, Afro-Latina. There is no right or wrong way to celebrate who you are. I am ni de aquí ni de allá. I am first gen, I speak Spanglish, I love my culture, and I honor my roots, mis raíces. I use my positionality, my privilege, this moment para mi comunidad, para mi familia, para mis estudiantes.
Soy de El Salvador y soy de Perú, and I am proud.
Yo soy mexicana and proud.
I am Latina.
I am Latino and proud.
I'm Mexican American and I'm proud.
I am Latina or Latinx, and this is my son. Say hi. Hi. Okay, now say bye.
With 56% of our students at LBCC identifying as Latinx, it is important that our students see their culture and history represented here at Long Beach City College. It's not only important for Latinx students, but for all students from all backgrounds to learn about the positive impacts and influence of Latinx Americans. We are all stronger together. Adelante Vikings! Go Vikings!